Hi everyone, welcome back to Level Up with Dawn. Today we're going to be talking about selling property and the exact reason why you should not do this in distress. This is coming off of the back of my previous video where I was talking about the things that can go wrong in property, and some people understand that if it goes wrong in property, you can just sell it. But you can't just sell it because there's a lot that goes on when you're selling property. And especially if you're in distress, then the fact that you are will make your life so much harder. So let's get into it. So let's talk about what happened when you sell your property. So you have to list it, first of all, whether that's you're listing with an auction house or you're listing with a real estate agent, or you're listing it by yourself. And then that that process involves fees, right? So it could be just a percentage of the price that the house sells for, the property sells for at the end. So that will be taken off at the end. Or if you're going to an auction house, you'll have to pay like a marketing fee, um, which is pretty hefty. And if you are listing it by yourself on like your Property 24s or private properties, then you pay like a small amount and the listing probably lasts like 3 to 6 months depending on what you choose. So that's step one, right? And then there's gonna be viewings. Um, yeah, there's gonna be viewings. So you may have to organize that if you're listing it by yourself. Otherwise, the other people, the agents at the auction place or at the real estate firm will organize that. And then your property gets sold and you're all happy because you see this huge lump sum number on your on your offer to purchase, which you know you're gonna receive at the end of it. But now let's get into the mind of if you are a person in distress, you haven't been able to find a tenant, or the tenant that you have has not been able to pay you. So cash wise, you're very strapped. And so because things have been difficult for a while, let's say you haven't been able to keep up with your levy payments, or you haven't been able to keep up with your rate payments, right? So now if you are thinking that selling property is going to be the answer to your problems, I mean, it might be in the end, but you're gonna have to acquire a lot of problems along the way before you get to the solution at the end. So after your property is sold, now your rates and your levies have to be cleared. So if you are distressed and you owing so much money on these places that are related to your property because you haven't been receiving revenue from it, your property cannot be sold until you're up to date on your rates, until you're up to date on your levies. So if you're, let's say you're 20K behind, you need to find 20K from somewhere. Despite the fact that you're 20K behind and you need to sell this property because you're 20K behind, you still need to find 20K to pay off your rates and levies, okay? Number one. Well, it's step three, but number one of these issues. But number two of the fees, because remember we're still paying the marketing fee or the real estate fee, but then now we have the actual bills that need to be paid, right? And then when you sell your property, you have to get an electrical compliance certificate. So that means a electrician needs to go into your property, assess the plugs, assess the wiring, switchboard and everything to say that the way the electricity is connected in this property is compliant with the regulations and it's safe for the next person to use when they finally take control of the property. So that's another thing that you need to pay for. And then um, after that, then the transfer happens, the seller still pays, what all the things that they need to pay in terms of transfer fees and whatnot. And then at the end of that, you have your lump sum that comes in. So That lump sum then will minus your bond. If you still have a bond on that property, it will minus the real estate fees, the real estate fee that they charged you, if it's related to the size of the amount, if it's related to the amount that your property sold for. Those things will be subtracted off, and then finally you'll receive the money that you needed in the beginning. So I mean, it's a short video because I wanted to get this out quickly just to say, be careful. Be careful if you're selling your property because you need the money. Because you need the money. You should sell your property if you feel like you've gotten the return that you wanted out of it, and now you want to redirect your funds towards different investments. That's fine, and you're up to date in your levies, you're up to date on your rates and whatnot. Then that's great, because you won't have these random large lump sums coming out of your pocket in this process. Because I think a lot of people think that because in the buying process you have to pay for the lawyer, you have to pay for the transfer fees. They think that, oh, okay, cool, then on the seller side, like everything's hunky dory. You don't need to pay anything. You just sit and wait for the buyer to get their stuff in order. But that's not true. So I really hope this video helped you guys. If it did, please give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe, honestly, because there's some stuff, there's content coming, guys. Okay, I know it's been a while. Um I know there's, I don't want to use the word slacking, but I do want to say that this time period where I haven't been posting videos, I have I've been learning. I've been learning a lot of things, and I took the time over the past few weeks to just write down what I've learned and write down what I've experienced and how I got out of it. So I definitely want to bring that content to you guys. Um, you know, the channel is called Level Up with Dawn. So it's not I'm leveled up and I'm going to tell you how I did it, right? I'm also on that process. I'm also learning as I go, but I do understand that I am further down than some people, and so I wanna catch you guys up so we can move forward together, essentially. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.